Hey everyone, today I'm going to tell you about the book The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason. But let me clarify one thing right at the start. This is not a book about your wallet. This is purely a life philosophy book. That's because money, isn't just something sitting in your bank account or your wallet. It's an issue that's entirely decided in your head. What first hooked me, you ask? Babylon. Just think about it. While we're struggling with bills and credit card debt here today, the people who lived tens of thousands of years ago had the exact same problems. Earning, not being able to make ends meet, debt traps, never quite reaching that wealth. Seriously, it's unbelievable. Years have passed, we're launching rockets into space, but humanity's terrible struggle with money hasn't changed a bit. At the heart of the book is a key character, Arkad, the richest guy in Babylon. Everyone looks at him and asks the same question. Seriously, man, what did this guy do differently than us? His answer is so clear, so much like a slap in the face. I wasn't luckier than you. I just figured out the right habits early. The book proceeds exactly through these 6 rules. 1. The rule. A portion of what you earn isn't yours. In fact, it never is. The first thing I learned from the book, and the part that hit me hardest, was this. At least 1/10 of every 10 coins you earn is yours. The remaining 9 are not yours. The first time you hear that, you get angry, right? You think, what do you mean not mine? I earned it. But then a light bulb goes off in your head, and you finally get it. What's our routine? Paycheck drops? Whoop-de-doo. First, the landlord, then electricity, water, internet, then those never-ending debts. What's left is for food, a little fun. And whatever is left at the very end, we call savings. Guess what's left? Nothing. The book says, wrong. Fundamentally wrong. You have to do the opposite. You pay yourself first. And look, what you pay yourself isn't a luxury shoe or an expensive dinner. That is your future. That is your savings. The moment that money hits your account at the beginning of the month, while it's still hot, you declare, 10% of this belongs to me. This is sacred, untouchable. It seems silly at first, you think, what am I going to do with this tiny bit of money? But you realize over time, this isn't about the amount of money, it's about your level of discipline. 2. The rule. Money rots, gets sick, when it sits still. This analogy in the book is great. If money isn't working, it is sick money. If you go put your money under the mattress, that money won't protect you. On the contrary, it will just keep you busy. As long as money isn't working, inflation eats it up nicely, time eats it up, the cost of living eats it up. But this is a very fine line. The book is not saying, go invest everything in some risky scheme. It says, put your money into things you understand. This is critical. Because most of us put money into things we don't understand, things the neighbor mentioned, and then we complain, oh, investing is bad. Investing isn't bad, my friend. What's bad is acting unconsciously. 3. The rule. Debt enslaves your mind, not just your wallet. This chapter really messed me up. The book defines debt like this. Debt means mortgaging your future today. A person in debt doesn't wake up in the morning thinking about the beauty of the day or their plans. Their mind is always on that debt. They earn money, but they can't be happy about it. They think about their debt. They can't sleep soundly at night. They think about their debt. Look, debt locks not just your wallet, but literally your mind too. The book is very clear. Don't try to get rich before you get out of debt. Because if you have debt, the money you earn is technically not even yours. And here is a very clear truth. Debt is often caused not by low income, but by not being able to control what you spend. 4. The rule. Opportunities. Knock, but they only enter for the prepared people, always assume. The rich were incredibly lucky. That's total nonsense. The book says, opportunities are always around, but not everyone's eyes can see them. Why? Because the person is not ready. If you put the opportunity of a lifetime in front of an unprepared person, they either won't believe it, they'll be afraid, or they'll postpone it by saying, I'll do it sometime. But the prepared person will turn even a tiny seed of opportunity into a mighty tree. What does it mean to be prepared? You'll have some savings. Your mind will be sharp. Your debt won't drown you. You won't be afraid of money. That's when opportunity comes calling. See you on next video.